Hello everyone, welcome to the another video of the testing class. So in this video, in this series of automation with Selenium and Java, we will be covering how to click on checkbox and how to select from dropdown. So right now we are going to cover these all things. So this is the checkbox. So through automation, we will be clicking on this checkbox like this, any checkbox, and we are going to select anything from the dropdown, something like that we are going to do. So let's get started. So I have created a class handle checkbox example, and this code is used to go to the website and perform the actions. So if I need to click on any checkbox, then I need its locator, because everything that I am going to perform is like driver dot find element. Now I need to find that element and then perform the action. So clicking on any checkbox is similar to clicking on any button. So here we are clicking on that element which we are going to cover. So here if I want to select this, then I need to get the X path of that. We can right click on it and inspect it, and this is how it is getting highlighted. But here we can see that there is no unique class or for attribute value which we can use in our XPath. I would recommend you guys to use unique XPath or unique attribute for selecting or clicking or performing any action, because if you want to use this 44 field 41, that can be a possibility that if developer try to modify its website, then this value might change. So I would recommend you guys to use something which is unique. So here we can see that type checkbox is unique and value cricket is unique. We can use this value checkbox. So right now I'm writing the XPath, and in upcoming video I will be describing about or explaining you guys about how to create XPath, how to find dynamic XPath, all these things. So I am referring this content that we are going to cover. So currently we are covering these all thing, handling drop down, and in this session we are going to cover we will cover this XPath related thing, how to fetch dynamic and all those things related to XPath, each and every. So stay tuned with me and let's get started to find the XPath for this particular. So finding the XPath, I will copy, I will be using this input input which contains value as cricket. So now you can see I have used this syntax, and its value is highlighted here but not here, not here. So for selecting anything we need XPath that is highlighted over here as well as here. So if I am mousing hovering any element, then I can see that okay, here it is not getting highlighted in the top window. But if I move above, then I can see that at this point it is getting highlighted. So if I need to move from input to li, then I can use this to go its parent. Now it is getting highlighted. Now we get the XPath. For using this XPath, I will be using by dot XPath and double quotes the value of the XPath. So as you can see that right now we were using this double quotes, but here when we paste it, this is coming. The reason behind is that if you remove this double quote, use single quote, then it will also work. You need to see this number 1 out of 1. If it is coming, then we can say that our XPath or locator will uniquely identify that particular element. So now we are clear with this. So if I am going to write or use this XPath, then I can use this. So you can see that double quotes replaced with this and there is no this forward or backward slash. If you remove this forward and backward slash, you will get the exception, because here you are using double quotes. So either you can use something like this over here, or you can replace the double quotes with this single quote. That will also work. Right now I'm removing this. Now we get the X part. We find this element. What we will be doing after finding the element, we will be clicking that element. To click the element, we can use dot click. This will click on that element. So if I need to execute this test case, so it is not selected. So need to check the reason why it is not selected. So it is showing here, like, so it is clicking here, but when we click here, it mean to say, as you can see with mouse over it, when we click here, it is not getting selected. That it mean to say we need to click over here. To reach to this point, I need to go to the label. If I click on cricket, then is it getting selected? Yes. So this is my XPath that I will be using. So from input to li to label, because label is within the li, you can see that when I collapse it, label is within the li. Then we can use double slash label. Now our cricket is definitely selected, and it will, this XPath will work. Now we will use this XPath, click on it. Why I'm doing this all things, because I want you guys to just do practice that, because if you start automating that, you will find these exceptions. That's why I'm reproducing these exceptions or these failures, so that you can identify like what would be the next step that we can follow to fix it. Now we can again run this. Now you can see that our checkbox is already selected. You can see that. So this is how you can select your checkbox. If you need to select one more checkbox, then obviously you can use something like what is the next element, your movies. So if I mouse over it, movies, value equal to movies, your element is highlighted. Yeah, this is how you can select that particular element. But if somebody is saying that you need to select the all three XPath, then we will cover this feature in upcoming videos, because this will contains a list of checkboxes and we will be iterating these checkbox. So for now you can use these thing to select it. So this is how we can select this. Now we will go to the this part to select the drop down. So we can use, you can see whenever a drop down is there, and you will get the select tag over here. So right now for practice purpose, I'm using this copy XPath and pasting it. Though I mean do not recommend you guys to use 44 or I mean something like these in your XPath. So I will explain you how to create a proper XPath for this. So right now if I click on it, it means to say it is the drop down values are getting displayed. So we'll keep this XPath over here. This is for drop down. To select the drop down, we have to use one of the class in testng, that is select. Select. The second one, OpenQ Selenium. I mean, sorry, it is this, Selenium class open org.openqa selenium.support.ui. So this is the class that you need to select, and this is get. being imported. Now select, create the object of this class equal to new select, and we need to pass the web element that we are going to click. So to finding, as you can see that it is asking for the element, and this find element is also return the web element. So we will be using driver.find element by this xpath. So we can use driver dot find element by dot xpath, and we will be using this xpath over here. Do not worry about the xpath, we will see in upcoming videos. So once it is, it mean to say now you got the control of this xpath within this object. So Selenium used to provide few method for this class, that is, so you can, I mean, you know that if a class contains a method, how to call it. We definitely use object of that class. So right now sel is the object of select class, and we can use this sel dot, we have few methods select by index. Let me write those things. Select by value, select by visible text. So these are the three methods that is going to work for selecting any value from the drop down. So what do we mean by zero indexing? So when I say I need to select anything from the drop down, it means to say it is starting from the zeros index. If we do not know that what need to be selected, then we can pass the index. Suppose I need to select the this 0 1 2, then I will be passing 2. If I need to select this 3 4 something like this, so I'll keep this 0 over here. Now select by value. What do you mean by value? So we are not going to view this value, we will be focusing on what is showing in the DOM. So if you see that, you will see multiple options. So this select by value means this value. What we are going to put over here, it is getting selected. It means to say if we are going to pass C++. So if you mouse over it, it used to take string as an argument. But in case of index, it is taking integer as an argument. So here we will pass the value of that one. Now we are good. Next, select by visible text. So this is your visible text. So this is your visible text. So if I need to select anything like select skill, so this is the visible text. This is the value of that, and you can pass over here like visible text. Now this will, I mean, you will, I mean, this will be so fast that you will not identify what is being selected. So I will use thread.sleep so that it will pause our script for few seconds. Thread.sleep. I'm going to pause it for 1 second, and I will be doing this for each statement after each select. So you will see that first it will check cricket and movie checkbox, then it will select zeroth index which is Java, then it will select C++ by value and visible text X select skill, this one. So let's run our code, that how it is going to perform. Just right click, run Java application, selected or everything is checked, whichever checkbox you want. So you can see that is very quick. If you want to see it, then you can increase this wait 2 seconds. is used to take the millisecond as, so 200 millisecond it means to say 2 second. Just run again. As you can see that right now we are not closing the this browser, so in upcoming video I will be using driver.close to close this one. So you can see checkbox selected, and now come to C++, select skill, yes. So everything is working fine. So this is all about selecting the selecting from the drop down and checking the checkbox. So we have covered these things like and the drop down. Now we will be covering handling links. How we can handle links is element present or is displayed, that we have already covered. But so this is all about it. If you like the video, just start practicing all these things using this site. And if you face any challenge, just ping me on the channel itself or the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe, because this is the only motivation that I have. If you guys subscribe or like my video, then this will give me some boost to create more such videos. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching.